Hello and welcome to the Butler Brief. My name is Brock Danahy, and thank you for joining us this afternoon. Stay tuned to hear about weather, the Monumental Marathon, Butler basketball, and more on the Butler Brief. Now let's send it to Kayla Campbell with today's weather report.
Thanks, Brock. The air is getting colder and the days are getting shorter. We started the morning off with chilly temperatures, hitting our low of the day at 34 degrees. There was even a little frost on the ground early this morning. Since then, it has warmed up nicely. Right now, it's 55 degrees and sunny. Let's take a deeper look at what the rest of the day has in store. You can expect a few clouds to toll through around 2:30, but returning to a clear sky and a high of 60 degrees at around 3:30. The sun will set at 5:36 p.m. when temperatures will dip to about 54 degrees. But what will feel like, though, it'll feel more like 49 with the breeze. As we move into the evening, temperatures will slowly decrease, reaching 47 degrees by midnight. Looking ahead to the rest of the week, tomorrow brings a high of 64 and a low of 47, with rain showers expected between 7:30 and 9:30 a.m. Saturday and Sunday will have a high of 60 degrees and 49 degrees, with rain lasting from Saturday night into early Sunday morning. Back to you, Brock.
Thanks, Kayla. Butler University students are stepping into the role of entrepreneurs through the Real Business Experience class. They have developed ideas, created products, and are currently marketing them to the Butler community, all while gaining real-world business skills that go far beyond the classroom. During the semester-long course, students work directly with companies and vendors to bring their products to life. They handle everything from managing budgets to securing Butler licensing and pitching their products to clients and customers. This fall, 28 student-run businesses are up and running, selling creative products ranging from garden flags to blankets to candles and even Christmas stockings. Macy McCullough, Chief Marketing Officer of Paw Print Flags, explains her group's marketing strategy.
We started out with like pennant flags, but then we decided that wasn't really what we were looking for with our designs, and so we switched more into garden flags, and we realized that really hit the older generation, so like alumni and our parents mostly. And so we've been marketing a lot through Facebook because that's where a lot of our sales are coming through, so we're really trying to hit that hard and just trying to sell into a marketplace.
To support Macy and other RBE groups, visit their online storefronts at rbe.butler.edu. These student-led ventures will be open through Sunday, November 30th, with all purchases available for pickup in Dugan Hall. The Butler men's basketball team beat Southern Indiana 88-58 in the Bulldogs season opener. Defense and rebounding were key for Butler against an undersized USI team. The Dogs held the Eagles to 29% from the field and out-rebounded them 56-35. Gonzaga transfer Michael Ajayi stood out for Butler, stuffing the stat sheet with 24 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists. SMU transfer Johan Traore also played well, racking up 15 points and 6 rebounds in the win. Head coach Thad Matta was pleased with what he saw from Traore just a couple of weeks after the senior suffered a back injury in an exhibition game against Notre Dame.
He missed a week completely, and even in the Indiana State game, he wasn't all the way back yet. So to see him play the way he played, because he's been practicing that way, and we with he and Drayton, I thought they both gave us a heck of a punch and demanded attention defensively, and that's what we need those guys to do.
Butler season continues on Saturday with a matchup against IU Indy. The Indianapolis Monumental Marathon is taking over the city this Saturday. The Monumental Marathon will take place this Saturday, November 8th. The race course will cause road closures near Butler's campus and spans all across the city. Butler sent out an email on Wednesday to alert students of times and locations that will be unavailable on Saturday. Senior Jonathan Dowding shares his experience juggling marathon training with his senior year.
I mean, I feel confident. You kind of just have to tell yourself on the day of the race that you're just going to finish. If you try to overthink it or you just have to trust the process. I've done training for 16 weeks now, so I'm just going to assume that I did everything I needed to, and hopefully have a good time.
In one of the most closely watched oral arguments of the year, a majority of the U.S. Supreme Court on Wednesday appeared skeptical of President Donald Trump's emergency tariffs. Additionally, small and medium-sized businesses are challenging the president's tariff actions. Several conservative justices picked away at many of the administration's top reasons in defense of the important duties. Oral arguments in front of the 6-3 conservative majority court spanned more than 2.5 hours. The overall tone of questioning suggested a majority at least had reservations about the administration leaning on declared emergencies to impose sweeping global tariffs with no limit. Arizona Attorney General Chris Mays spoke to the press following Wednesday's arguments.
If we don't win and these tariffs are allowed to stay in place, prices are going to continue to go up. These are taxes. Americans are now dealing with an average 17.5% national sales tax because of these tariffs. That's what this is. And so what's going to happen is consumers are going to continue to pay more. It's going to be a really rough Thanksgiving. It's going to be a really rough Christmas and holiday season. And our small businesses are going to continue to go out of business if these tariffs are allowed to stay in place.
The court is expected to hand down a decision by the end of June or sooner. Emma Stone's newest project is turning heads, not just for its story, but for what it represents. Begonia showcases Stone once again stepping outside the box, proving why she continues to be one of Hollywood's most daring and dynamic performers.
Begonia, Emma Stone's newest movie, features the Oscar-winning actress as the CEO of a powerful corporation who finds herself caught in a dangerous and unpredictable situation after being kidnapped by Jesse Plemons' conspiracy-obsessed character. High scores have rolled in for the film. On Rotten Tomatoes, the film holds an 86% tomato meter with over 200 reviews, and on Letterboxd, the film has a 4.0 out of 5 user rating. This film marks the fourth collaboration between Stone and director Yorgos Lanthimos, after The Favorite, Kinds of Kindness, and Poor Things, the latter winning Stone an Oscar. Jesse Plemons also returns for his second collaboration with the duo. Despite their long history, Stone says this movie felt different.
I think it's always a unique experience depending on the story and the character. It was just like it was a different experience just based solely on our surroundings, on the dynamics we were forming.
And different it is. The film feels more grounded than Lanthimos' previous work, yet still carries its signature dark humor and tension, eventually taking his usual turn into absurdity and discomfort in the final act. Stone and Lanthimos are pushed into a much smaller, more intimate space than their past films, making every moment feel raw and tense.
Been in these fantastical worlds. We had been in literal palaces. We had been all over New Orleans in all these locations, and now we were just all stuck in this really, really small practical room.
For this film, Stone shaved her head as her character is transformed early in the story. The bald-headed look sparked media attention, and the marketing team played into it. In Los Angeles and Houston, special advanced screenings required attendees to be bald or willing to have their head shaved on site as a homage to Stone's character. Begonia is not an easy film. It demands engagement, discomfort, and reflection. It might frustrate, but it will stay with you. It is a daring, mind-bending swing that sometimes confuses, but never fails to impress. It's strange, slow, and sometimes silly, yet its creativity is undeniable. If you want a film that leaves you thinking, this one you won't forget.
Thanks, Trevor. Now to preview tonight's Thursday night football game, here's Nolan Hamilton.
Thanks, Brock. Tonight, the division-leading 7-2 Denver Broncos will host their rivals, the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders come into the game sitting in last place in the AFC West at 2-6. The Broncos are winners of 6 straight coming in tonight's primetime matchup, led by the quarterback, Bo Nix, who has thrown just shy of 2,000 yards in 17 touchdown passes with only 6 interceptions. The Broncos are favored to win this game by 8.5 points, but the Raiders are in desperate need of a win, led by veteran quarterback Geno Smith and star tight end Brock Bowers, who came back last week against the Jaguars. The Raiders will need to target Bowers early and often if they want to stay in this one. The game will be at 8:15 on Prime Video. Let's take a look at what Broncos coach Sean Payton has to say about this week's game.
Obviously, short week, a lot more walkthrough. It's a mental week. It's a recovery week. All the things to get the energy and focus ready on a good game plan for Thursday.
Both teams will be looking to make a statement within their division tonight.
Thanks, Nolan. And thank you for tuning into the Butler Brief. I'm Brock Danahy, signing off for now. We'll see you soon.